Good evening, Chairman and Commissioners for the City of Coachella. My name is Fernanda Rios and I'm the Planning Assistant. In front of you have the staff report for the project called Van Buren Family Apartments on 84851 Van Buren Street. The applicant is Chelsea Investment Corporation, and this is case number VB2013-03509. The staff recommends that the Planning Commission consider the approval of tentative parcel map 36246 with the findings and conditions in the staff report, case number VB2013-03509. A little bit of background on this project. Architectural Review 0908 was approved by the Planning Commission on September 16, 2010 for the subject property. The prior approved project included 72 senior housing units and 72 family apartments with detached carports, swimming pool, tot lots, and picnic open space areas. Concurrently approved for a 7,645 square foot community center senior center building. Since this project was never constructed, both entitlements lapsed and the owners have now partnered with Chelsea Investment Corporation to develop the Van Buren Family Apartments project. This entails a redesigned site plan, revised facing plan, and deletion of the senior housing and community center component of the project. Some discussion and analysis. So project description, the applicant Chelsea Investment Corporation is a real estate development company that specializes in the construction of affordable housing. The proposed project is to develop a 144-unit multifamily residential project within a gated community on 9.62 acres of vacant land located on Van Buren Street between Avenue 49th and Avenue 50th. This is also known as Assessor Parcel Number 768238001. The community would have common area buildings and amenities, including a community building, laundry room, maintenance buildings, swimming pool, tot lots, basketball half court, barbecue area gazebo, and attached carports. All family buildings would be two-story structures with varying unit mixes, including 4-unit structures, 6-unit structures, and 8-unit structures. The proposed dwelling unit sizes are 750 square feet for the one-bedroom unit, 900 square feet for the 2-bedroom units, and 1,050 square feet for the 3-bedroom units. Access to the property would be from a main gated entry on Van Buren Street with emergency access from Avenue 50th. This project will be developed in 2 phases. Existing conditions. The subject site has frontage on Van Buren Street, Avenue 49th, and Avenue 50th. This site was the former location of the DeVore Ranch House, which was one of the last remaining adobe buildings in the vicinity. The property is within walking distance from CVS Pharmacy and the Rancho Las Flores Community Park. The existing surrounding zoning districts and land uses include the following. To the north, we have a multifamily residential. South, we have single-family residential. East, single-family residential. And west, single-family residential. Site plan review. The site plan submitted with this request shows a gated community with one main access gate on the central portion of the site at Van Buren Street and an emergency access gate on Avenue 50th, both of which would be completed as part of the first phase of the development. The proposed parking areas will have reciprocal access over both parcel lines. At build-out, the central portion of the site would include 8 residential buildings, the community building, swimming pool, 2 tot lots, barbecue area, basketball half court, and laundry facilities accessible to residents without having to cross any drive aisles. The design optimizes pedestrian and children's safety in that outdoor play areas and swimming pool would be substantially removed from the vehicular driveway areas. Zoning compliance. The project complies with land use regulations and development standards of the zoning code, except for dwelling unit size and off-street parking, which are being requested as a development incentive 800 square foot size. Additionally, the project would have 32 covered parking spaces less than required and 16 open parking spaces less than required. So the parking would be as follows. So covered parking would be a total of 176, with parking provided 144. Open parking would be 181, with parking provided 165, giving us a total of 346 parking spaces. Affordable housing projects that involve a density bonus may concurrently request a development incentive for reduction of required development standards pursuant to Section 655915 of the California Government Code. The applicant has stated that the project will be marketed to qualifying low and moderate income households. As such, 100% of the units will be affordable housing. Based on the applicant's financial pro forma, there are financial constraints that support the granting of a development incentive pursuant to Section 655915 of the California Government Code. General plan consistency. The subject site has a general plan land use designation of high density residential, which allows 0 to 20 dwelling units per gross acre. The proposed project would have 14.96 dwelling units per gross acre, 16.12 dwelling units per net acre. As such, the applicant is requesting a density bonus pursuant to Section 655915 of the California Government Code, which is allowed for affordable housing projects. According to the statute, a density bonus may be granted to the maximum allowable residential density for projects that provide affordable housing. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission grant a density bonus to allow a density of up to 16.12 units per acre. The architecture. The residential buildings will consist of two-story buildings designed in a contemporary early California architectural theme with earth-tone stucco and S-tile roofing colors. The buildings will incorporate gabled roof ends with a variety of ridge line heights and a tower element at the community building. The roofing is a Ladera blend concrete tile, and the patio low walls and balcony walls would have a country rubble caprice stone veneer porch walls. 3 varieties of field trim and accent colors will be used. The elevations show protruding balconies with arched roof lines and tubular steel guard rails. All buildings have accent base colors and the use of cornice trim along the first floor top plate lines of all residential buildings. The community building incorporates a hipped roof and tower element with stone veneer on the supporting columns of the porch areas. Staff is recommending a condition of approval that all ground floor dwelling units facing Van Buren Street have a front porch and front door facing the street in order to improve pedestrian orientation and curb appeal. The applicant will be bringing in additional exhibits to the hearing showing compliance with this condition of approval. Environmental review. The proposed project represents minor changes to the prior approved project, and it is anticipated that no new environmental effects are being created by the proposed project that have not been previously analyzed. As such, no new environmental review is required. There are some conditions of approval for architectural review, 1 through 10. If you'd like to go ahead and review those conditions of approval, and if you have any questions regarding any of them, you're free to ask me or any of my assistants. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice evening.